This is probably going to be a pretty long video, so you can fast forward and do what you need to do, because the process, I'm not very fast, and I'm not going to turn off and on the video just because I might forget. Okay, I've got my skillet. I'm going to put just some grease in it, because I had washed it real good. I don't ever put these in the dishwasher. Usually they'll rinse out pretty well without a bunch of soap, and if you can do that, you're doing good. If y'all remember, I had bought that bunch of pork package, and I cut all these pieces. For those of you that don't know, I always buy in bulk if I can, because of the prices are just a lot better. And then when you live in rural areas, it's a lot. I just put that on each side just to sear that roast. That'll lock in our flavor. Plus, you'll have a little grease here for your vegetables. It's got a kind of a meat flavor to it. But this one has the bone in it, and it's the bigger roast that I let. See, I feel like one part there to brown. Messy Billy Jean. Okay, so we'll let that sear. Let me get the Insta Pot now. Remember, we're going to do it in the Insta Pot. Not the roaster, not the oven. Okay, we got our Insta Pot. We got this browned on most of its sides. And then what I do is I'm going to take my trivet. It comes with your Insta Pot. You put it down with the handles up. And just lift this over. Try to get your fat side on top. That's what we did. Got our fat side on top. Get our pan off for a minute till we get this. I'll show you my cheat sheet. Okay, my cheat sheet. Just a minute. My cheat sheet says. My cheat sheet says. I had to get my hands washed off. My cheat sheet. These darn teeth. That's one reason I don't photograph a lot of times, just because I don't wear these teeth. You know, that makes me so mad, because you go to get implants or get your teeth fixed. They don't tell you that you have to wear plates until your implants heal. So if y'all ever see me without my teeth in, don't say a word. Just don't say a word. Okay, because I can't really talk with them in my mouth very well. So we've got a roast, 3 to 5 pounds. We need 2 cups of liquid. It says timed for 80 minutes. You can't do it frozen. And you do it on high, and you have to, the N stands for natural let it release naturally. If you know about Insta Pot, you'll understand the pressure part of it. You don't. You just cut it on off and let it just sit there, and the steam will disperse by itself. You don't push the button and let the steam out. It's got to be natural. That continues to cook the meat and cool it down as it needs to, and that's what will make this roast tender. If you try to hurry up and do this, you'll probably be disappointed as I would be in the oven if I tried to hurry up roast. It would be tough. It wouldn't be good. So you need to get you, if you have an Insta Pot, order you one of these cheat sheets off of Amazon, because it got from vegetables to beans to whatever you need, and it just sticks onto your refrigerator, and you'll always have it. So now we've got to get our, I forget, 2 cups. So we want 2 cups. Let me get my hot pot out of the hot dispenser. So I'll pour 2 cups. Okay. Now I'll pour 2 cups. That goes up nearly to the, well, it does. It goes up to the trivet. This Tajin seasoning, we're going to try this. It's that Mexican season with the lime. I'm going to just sprinkle it, kind of sort of be in that water dispersion, plus on the roast. Now that would probably give it a good flavor. Then we've got our salt, you know. So I put a little more than normal because I want a little pepper. Okay. Now then, we will get that in the Insta Pot and check back. Okay, we got that in the Insta Pot. We'll clean up the kitchen and just wait for it to get done in 80 minutes and check it. And we'll let it set and rest for probably another 30. No, that's normal for that Insta Pot to spew and sputter and whatever. When it's first getting, you'll see that little silver dot whirling around, and then finally it'll quit. So now it's going to pressurize and cook. Now's the time to know about the roast. So let me get the Insta Pot off of this shelf over here, and I'll bring it and see, this is still up. It's not pushed down, so it's naturally released itself. So let me set this back over here. I wanted to show you that part. So I have room. To bring this over here. Now, we'll take our little trivet. See how that bone's cooked, protruding out? I bet that'll be the most tender roast you ever saw. We've got our juice for our gravy. Let's flick that off and see. Oh my goodness, look at, there you go. Look at that. Look at that. It's just falling off the bone. Look at that roast, y'all. Look at that. I can tell by looking at it, that's some good roast. That's some good roast. Look, it just comes off the bone. See the bone? Move that fat over to the side. That's some good pork roast, y'all. Okay. Got the roast. Now, something I usually do is I salt it. Not a lot. When it comes out, I salt it. Well, we're going to use some of this. Remember we put that Tajin in there, or whatever it's called? We're just going to sprinkle a little on there. Just a little bit. Because that won't be spicy, and my mother will like it, I think. Y'all want me to get a bite? Okay, I will. Oh my goodness, y'all. That is the best roast. That's the second one I've ever cooked in an Insta Pot. But I'm going to tell you what, it's the best roast I've ever made in my life, and probably my grandmother's life and my mother's life. It's just unreal. That's just unreal. That Insta Pot is fabulous. I may buy 2 more just to have them in case one goes out. Okay, we're going to set that over there. And then I'm going to get ready for our gravy. Okay, I'm going to transfer this to a regular pan. I could have done it in this, but I don't like to. I'm so used to doing it in a smaller pan. There's another bite of that roast. This sure is good. It is good. Now I'll get that. Get that all cleaned up. And while that's heating, I'll get a little hot water. I just do that to kind of cut that grease a little bit. Well, that's going to make a lot of gravy. We don't ever need that much gravy. I don't know what else to do. I could freeze some of it, but we'll be making another roast. So if we use it, okay. If we don't, I just don't waste nothing. But today, we may just have to. Because I just don't feel like messing with it. I'll be right back. Okay, I decided I would take part of that out and let it cool, and I'll put it for later. I'm going to add about to my cool water, not hot water, about 3 tablespoons, at least 2 tablespoons of 2 tablespoons of flour, plain old flour. I can use cornstarch, but I'm going to use flour today. I like it a little better, I think. For gluten people, no, couldn't do that. But if we're gluten, we don't know it. So you got that all dispersed. Good. Okay. Now, get back to boiling like I was just going to tell you. It'll take you about a teaspoon of salt. Go ahead and put it in there just in case. A little bit of pepper. Stir that. Stir that into your roast juice. with just a little hint of water. Then you've got your little, about a cup of water. Just let that get there. There'll be just a little remnant in there, but not much. Let that start to boil. Sometimes if there's no flavor in my roast gravy when I get it done, I'll add some bouillon to it. But I'm pretty sure the way this smells, it's going to have flavor. See, if we'd have done that, that whole pan would have been plumb up here of gravy. Lord, if we'd had mashed potatoes, which I do a lot of times, we'd been fine. And I can use this gravy for that. If I have mashed potatoes tomorrow with our roast, that may be a good idea. But since we've got our fried vegetables, let me turn that on up. Since I have our fried vegetables today and our coleslaw, we'll just use this for our bread and gravy and roast and gravy, or while that's cooking, I'm going to get Mama's tray. I've been using this little tray for quite a while. Get her a clean towel, fold it correctly. Okay, maybe watch this now. It may take a little more. Move that off there. They just soak up that grease. So I've got Mother's coleslaw, and we'll get her squash and okra. And that's going to be our meal this evening. We've got a roast with gravy, our coleslaw, our mixed fried vegetables, and a glass of iced tea. I wish y'all was here to eat with us. Hope y'all have the rest of a good Sunday. Bye-bye.